What's up, y'all? Happy Thursday, everybody. Welcome back to Boxem Office Hours. I'm live this time every Thursday and Tuesday as a reminder. But yeah, good to see you guys. I saw Mystical, you were here like an hour ago, said you can't wait. So here we are. Again, if you guys are watching on the replay, there's also a ton of free resources down below in the description as well. If you guys would need like a free course to get started, literally like a spreadsheet where I source my favorite suppliers, like all kinds of stuff in the Launchpad free course down below. And yeah, let me know any specific questions you guys have as you are diving on in here. Obviously, we're in kind of a back to school big time rush right now. So if you guys are newer to the game, trying to make that first sale, something like that, pretty good place to start could be like an FBM, shipping an opportunity direct to someone looking to buy some last minute like school supplies and that kind of thing. So that can be a good opportunity to look into right now. Just to know a lot of us are beginners trying to find our first products. And yeah, let me know what questions you guys have about the process as you're popping on in here. I've been doing this full time for 5 or 6 years, and I started about 8 years ago as a college side hustle, basically. So yeah, been a fun journey for sure. But yeah, just going live to answer anybody's questions as we've been diving into stuff. I've just been working on a big kind of another like free course of sorts for you guys as well. That'll be up on YouTube here before too long. Yeah, it'll be a pretty cool one, kind of just breaking down everything A to Z. I've also already got some of that type of stuff on the channel. We're just gonna try to make it as simple as possible. I need to see as many of you guys as possible posting insane sale screenshots during Q4 this year. Those are the best thing to see for sure. I want to see all the success. So also, as you guys are checking in, let me know. Give me a progress update as well. For any of us who are already selling on Amazon, or you've been watching the videos for a week or so, I want to know who I got with me today. I want to know where you're at in the process, and I want to see how we can help you get past those goals, basically. So sweet, yeah. Just let me know what you guys are running into here. From a tactical perspective, if you're looking to source more profitable inventory, I've been finding a lot of success diving in on SellerAmp Advanced Search recently. I posted a video on the YouTube channel a couple of days ago on that specific sourcing method. Just kind of creating those bulk opportunities for especially things you can already sell. So like, yeah, Chronic, you're kind of asking there. You said, what's up? Would you say the best process for sourcing is Boxem, auto ungate, and then find ungated products and go in the rabbit hole? Yeah. So like pair that. So like if you want to find your first, 100 products, like literally, it's not even about like your first product anymore. Like the method that's out there for beginners is crazy right now. So just go into Boxem and get ungated in a ton of things for free. And then just start plugging those brand names into the default filter on SellerAmp Advanced Search. If that sounds like rocket science, I have plenty of videos on the YouTube channel that like break that specific strategy down. But yeah, take that box of auto ungate list, take all the brand names that you got approved to sell for free, plug those into SellerAmp, and then you'll be able to basically filter that however you want. My personal favorite way to look at that list is in order of everything that is increasing in price recently. So I'm seeing all the stuff that I'm already able to sell with no invoices, none of that. And I'm sorting that in order of like where profit is probably increasing the most. Yeah, good question there. You said, how can a beginner find auto ungate products? Seems like everything is gated. So a lot of brands are gated. Just keep in mind that if a brand is gated, you can still sell it. The only brands you can't sell are restricted brands. So if you tried to sell like Legos, if you're a brand new seller, you just can't list those. But if you tried to sell Dove soap, Amazon's going to say, hey, we need an invoicing process to prove that you buy legit inventory. They're not saying you can't sell that. They're just saying we need you to submit invoices from a supplier, whether that's a website, a big website, a big wholesaler, that kind of thing. And then you can always get auto ungated in a ton of things for free on Boxem as well. So just go to the bulk ungating feature on Boxem and just run your store through that. If anyone hasn't done that already, it's like it just immediately unlocks so much opportunity for you. Let's see. For a beginner, would you recommend doing FBM or FBA? Yeah, so it's gonna like depend on the type of business you want to run. Like for me, I'm doing mostly FBA just because it's more scalable. If you like, if speed of money is a big priority right for you right now, let's say you don't have a lot of capital to get started, FBM can give you a faster turnaround on your money. It just depends on what you're prioritizing there. Let's see. What's up, Avery? Did I tell you about that? Can you see the supplements people are taking just by looking at them? I would believe you have that superpower. I would believe that. Let's see. Try it on gating on Husky. If it lets you apply, you just need to keep submitting. You're probably not doing anything wrong if you're getting denials there. He said waiting on the seller account to start getting approved. Super hyped. Yeah. So what you can do in the meantime is just like pretend that you're sourcing inventory. It's like a super cool like thing to do just in the waiting period, rather than just like, oh, I can't wait to get approved, and then you're just kind of like sitting there. Like go source for 10, 20 minutes a day at least, and then write down like a product where it's like, okay, I think I would have bought this today for $20. And then when your account approval goes through in a week or two, you can see like, oh, I would have made money here. It actually would have sold profitably, or, oh, the price went down, or this changed about the product. And then just try to learn from that. In the meantime, like paper trading that inventory, kind of like if you've ever like come looking into like stock trading or anything like that, kind of like that basically. Is there a certain category beginners have success on in the beginning? Not necessarily. I wouldn't recommend like getting like super pigeonholed into one particular niche or product or anything like that, just because there's opportunities everywhere. So what you're going to source is just going to depend on what's cheap every day, and that's just going to be an easy process of opening up Walgreens.com, open up Ulta.com, Sephora, open up some clothing websites, and just understand like, okay, a bunch of makeup sites are running big sales today. That's probably what I'm going to source, right? So I wouldn't necessarily get like super pigeonholed into one specific thing. For finding those first products, like literally your first sale, just go get auto ungated and a bunch of stuff on Boxem and start there. That's going to be like that's by far your easiest starting point. I wouldn't worry about specific categories, but like an auto ungated brand is the easiest place to make your first sale. What's more profitable, Walmart or Amazon? I mean, your margins might be a little bit higher on Walmart right now because there's less competition. Like there are more sellers per buyer on Amazon, if that makes sense, than there are selling on Walmart. But you're also going to see way less like sales volume. Like the same product that sells on Amazon 1,000 times might sell on Walmart, 100 times, 50 times a month, that kind of thing. So it's just like a different, it's optimizing for different things. Selling on Walmart's like a profit boosting kind of expansion, that kind of thing. Amazon should be like your bread and butter. At least that's how it is for me. Let's see. 2.5. Yeah, Adrian. Yep. So we sold like 2.5 mil in the last year or so. We've done about 8 million, maybe probably 8.5-ish. I haven't checked in a little while. Lifetime. And 90% of that, maybe 85% of those sales are all buying stuff from Walgreens.com, Walmart.com, just big websites, and reselling that back on Amazon. A lot of people like don't even think you can do that, or especially don't know that you can like scale it. Let's see. How much is your program? So you can take we have a free course you can take. There's also like, you can try SellerAmp and Boxem for free. Those are the tools you'll need to like run your business. Yeah, just take the free course and that kind of thing. I don't do any like, $5,000 mentorship, crazy stuff like that, right? I just want to see a bunch of you guys win. So I put up all the like free content and stuff on YouTube. Let's see, you make your own supplements in India. So that'd be a way different like kind of world of selling on Amazon. So I do like the easy route of selling on Amazon, which is just like capitalizing on products that are already selling on Amazon and just getting really good at diving in and just kind of capitalizing on existing demand rather than having to like make your own product, make your own marketing, make your own branding, that kind of thing. Just a different world there. Would Amazon would you automatically discard a product if Amazon's selling it? So not necessarily. Some products that Amazon's already selling, you can compete with them on. But you'll want to make sure that they're actually sharing sales with like small sellers like us. So like on SellerAmp, like when you're sourcing that inventory, you'll see on the data, you can see exactly who's been making sales, what price they've made sales at, and so on. So if on that data you see that Amazon's on it, but also, Johnny small seller has made half the sales, like you can sell on that. So it's not always like an immediate thing to avoid here. Yeah, I see a bunch of you guys hopping on TikTok. So as you guys are hopping in, let me know if you have questions about the process. I've been a full-time Amazon seller for 5 or 6 years now. I'm just going live for 20, 30 minutes here to chop it up with you guys. What does profit look like? So usually I'm shooting for like a 20. I want to have like a 20% gross profit margin so that I can afford to spend about half of that on my team that runs the whole business for me. That's how I typically want to break things down. If you want to go the route, like it's always been my goal to work 30 minutes, an hour a day or so on my Amazon business. That's what I'm at now. So I obviously sacrifice profit to pay people to do that for me. If you're someone who'd rather, just work more hours and make more profit, then you don't have to like have as low margins. As that, you could run probably closer to like 15% net margin if you're doing a lot of work yourself, maybe even 20 if you're really good at sourcing. Let's see. I don't do mentorship, Richie. You can we have a free community and stuff. You can hop in and you can always ask questions and stuff there. You're interested in making some extra cash selling stuff on Amazon? Hey, I was too. I was too about 8 years ago, and then things get away quickly when you get hooked on making sales on Amazon. When I started, my goal is to make $100 in profit every day. And now we do about 10x that, at least in gross profit. Not every day is $1,000 net profit, obviously, but most days we'll run about $1,000 gross profit. So I'm glad to have hit the goal about by 10x by now. It's easy to get addicted to. Do you do your own advertising? You don't need to do any advertising, Spartacus. Just because I sell stuff like name brand toys, like Batman toys, or makeup from Ulta, groceries from Walgreens or Vitacost or Walmart, right? Things that people are already searching for. So someone goes on Amazon and they search for a 2-pack of oatmeal, a 2-pack of Bob's Red Mill oatmeal or something like that, right? You're gonna notice that tons of those products are just random third-party sellers, and I'm one of those sellers, and you very easily can be too. What's the suggestion for making your first sale? Auto ungated items. If you want like a specific Google search or whatever, just look up auto ungated online arbitrage, and that will show you exactly how to get started, make your first sale, that kind of thing. It'll probably be a video for myself or one of my friends. Walk you through the process. Sure. So the basics, so like literally 20 minutes ago, I was going on Sephora.com. I saw there was makeup that was like $15, but the exact same makeup product was selling for like $35 on Amazon. So I bought a bunch of the products from Sephora, and then we're going to ship those into Amazon's warehouse. We're going to list them for $35, and customers are going to buy that. And then we're obviously going to make a profit off the pricing difference there. And then we're just going to repeat. We're going to restock the same item so we can just keep making sales on that. And then we're obviously going to keep finding more and more inventory. Get a real job. No, thank you. I'm making way more money with way less hours. So that doesn't make a lot of sense to me. No thanks. You have around $2,000. Do you think it's a good amount to start? I had like $1,500 when I started, so I would say so. You got a little bit more money than I had in the bank when I got going there. How do you make sure all of your products are making sales or in the buy box? Do you check prices every day? So as long as your items are at the same price or even close to the same price as the person currently making sales, and your shipping speed is pretty good, so like you're probably prime shipping or you have like good FBM templates, that's gonna mean you make sales evenly. Professional middleman will be made illegal eventually. So if middlemaning is illegal, then Walmart is going to be illegal. Amazon is also going to be illegal, by the way, if being a middleman is illegal. I love comments like that. That's so funny. Being a middleman is illegal now, according to TikTok comments. There's like so few businesses that would even exist without people making money off of being a middleman. Does Amazon ever hold your money? So Amazon will hold your money for 2 weeks after you make the sale. So you'll make the sales like for easy numbers. Let's say I make a sale on September 1st. I'll get paid for that item on September 15th. Let's see. What's up, Lewis? How's it going, man? Can you ungate and one from Walmart? Yeah. I'm pretty sure they're like a Walmart brand now, right? Or like there's something close to that. Let's see. There's almost 2 million active sellers on Amazon. Why do you say it's still profitable for beginners? Because I'm seeing beginners start and be profitable. I mean, like, if I stop seeing people find success, then I will not be talking about it. But like, that's not the case. So I made a video with my friend Santi. He started selling on Amazon pretty recently. If you want to see like a specific story, he started selling on Amazon, I think last year, like early this year, somewhere around there. And he actually just quit his job to sell stuff on Amazon a few weeks ago. So that's super cool. I'm still seeing people like just resell stuff on Amazon and build that into like replacing their 9-to-5 jobs. which is obviously very cool. What's up, Sarah? You said first time on the live, inspired you to start selling Amazon. Appreciate the knowledge. Yeah, appreciate. Awesome, Sarah. Glad you're making your first sales and stuff there. You said, can you explain suppressed items? Yeah, so sometimes you go on Amazon and you'll see that on the listing, there's no button that says add to cart. That means there's no buy box, or the buy box is suppressed, which means Amazon thinks the price is either like way too high, or it's going to take way too long to get to a customer. So they want to like hide that from like Google search results. And as long as you still see demand happening while the buy box is suppressed, you can still make sales. Let's see. Oh, what up, Tyler? How you doing, man? Let's see. Yeah, you started less than 60 days ago, hit 6K in sales. Awesome. Yeah. I've been loving seeing the progress you're making there. Didn't start making sales till July, already at 6K. Yeah. That's I love to see it. Keep it up, Tyler. I've been I knew you were gonna do great things there. You're just getting going. I'm gonna need to see like at least a 30K December out of you. I know you got that. You got that. Let's see. Based in Turkey, you want to sell in other countries, so you'll just need to get a prep center. Anybody who's watching, if you're not in the US, you can still sell in the US marketplaces. You just look up like prep center Delaware, prep center Oregon, or just states with no sales tax. So you could buy stuff from Walgreens, ship it to a prep center, they ship it to Amazon for you, and it just stays all within the US. Can you ungate and one from Walmart? Yep. Yeah. So if you're trying to get ungated to sell a brand, you can either get it ungated for free on Boxem. But if it doesn't get ungated for free for you, then you'll just need to get an invoice from any legit retail store. Let's see. Give you an ASIN to start. So you can just watch any of the recent like sourcing videos. You can see like specific products there. Yeah, like actually in 12 minutes on my YouTube channel, there will be a new video where I sourced products for like 30 minutes with a different sourcing method. Tried to see how much money I could make. I'm kind of doing a series where I'm testing different sourcing methods for 30 minutes to see how much money we can make. The first sourcing method I made, it took me 30 minutes to make about $700 in profit sourcing inventory. Obviously, there's also time commitments to prepare and ship that inventory. So that'd take another like 30 minutes to an hour. But yeah, that video is pretty cool. That kind of shows you like just in real time, you can, probably a 300 an hour sourcing session after you factor in shipping time and that kind of thing. You can't find anything profitable. Do you recommend wholesale or retail? So yeah, finding your first item is the hard part for sure. The first time I tried doing what I'm doing now, I couldn't find anything for like a few days and I gave up. I was like, no one's actually making money with this. And then came back to it after a few months. I was like, oh wait, like I understand. Like I see how it works now. Okay. So the big things that like clicked for me where I came back to the business, I was like, oh wait, I see how people are making money with this. Don't expect profitable items to just be sitting there on the retail shelves at $10 and you sell it on Amazon for 30, right? What good items are actually going to look like is it's a $20 item at, let's say, Walgreens. It's $30 on Amazon. But you needed to use a coupon. You're waiting for a specific sale. You can use discounted gift cards, cash back, loyalty rewards programs. All of those small things add up to like really increase how much profit you're making. And then when you start factoring those things in, you realize like, oh, okay, like when you start stacking like different profit methods, like the numbers start to line up a little bit better. Let's see. What's the best way to find products to sell on Amazon and Walmart? There's like SellerAmp. SellerAmp is going to be how you source products for Amazon. If you want to sell stuff on Walmart, you'll use WAMP, WAMP. If you see an IP warning on SellerAmp, should it be in a void? Not necessarily. If you see an IP warning on SellerAmp, that just means that at any point in time, the brand has sent an account health complaint of some kind on one item or every single one of their items. So before you pull the trigger on an item, just make sure the brand's not already selling it and make sure there's already like a handful of resellers on that item. You haven't made any sales yet. Is it possible to get ungated for grocery products and pet treats? Yep. It doesn't matter how many sales you've made. You can get ungated in anything with an application. The more you sell, the more you'll get ungated to sell for free. So like as you keep selling more and more stuff on Amazon, that Boxem auto ungate check will get you ungated in more things automatically. But like if I submit an ungating request for a brand, it's going to go to the same people when you submit. There's no like ungating advantages beyond auto ungating. If you're a seller. Let's see. What's up, Spooky? You said you're only using Keepa right now. Do you think you should use SellerAmp? So I actually don't really use Keepa anymore because SellerAmp got a lot better. So yeah, I mean, you don't have like any storefront stocking capabilities and stuff like that. Advanced search on SellerAmp is really good. So yeah, I'd probably flip that, to be honest. Does the inbound shipping come off the profit for FBA? Yeah. So like when I'm sourcing, if you guys ever watch like the YouTube videos or like the long form stuff where I'm actually sourcing products, I always have 60 cents per pound baked in for shipping off to Amazon, which is pretty much it's like the standard cost for an FBA shipment to Amazon. So like you'll buy, let's say 300 pounds worth of inventory from a couple different websites. You ship it all into Amazon all at once. That'll cost you anywhere from 40 to 80 cents a pound, depending on like what destinations you end up getting as an option. Let's see. Don't need to lose money when you're ungating. Yeah, very true, Lewis. Very true. How much capital do you need to have to do a $70,000 month? I like the big goals there. I love it. So let's reverse engineer your goals, right? So just for easy numbers, I'm going to say your goal is you want to have $100,000 a month Amazon store, right? What that's going to look like is $50,000 in inventory spend to generate that $100,000 in sales. That's typically what it's going to break down to. I've made a video like breaking down a specific week. We did like $50,000 that week. If you want to see like how much we spent on inventory, employees, that kind of thing, you can see like the raw breakdown. On that $100,000 you sold on this example, you would make about $20,000 in profit. And that could go up or down depending on how good you are at sourcing. And then the rest is going to go to Amazon fees there. Let's see. Selling a course. So there's a free course on YouTube. There's a free course in the description. I've told you guys the whole time. It's just a bunch of free resources, just hanging out, answering questions. Let's see. Had a couple problems finding good low seller products by the time they came in. The price tanked. Any advice? Try to just look for more ways to increase profit on the front end. And if you can't find enough ways to increase profit on the front end, and you have like, Tyler, you said you've been getting started, I know. So like you're going to start to develop like the spidey senses for when prices might start dropping a little bit before you buy an item. So that'd just be something to look out for. Like if it was way too easy to find, or there was no extra discount methods available, just kind of factor that in and maybe start to look for a little more profit. Like if things are at full retail price, I usually look for more. I want more ROI if I'm buying something at full retail price, because there's a small, like there's not a very big moat around it. Yeah, a bigger moat. Exactly. Exactly. Let's see. You go to SellerAmp, buy from there, and they ship it to Amazon. So not exactly, Joe. So like you go to big websites and you'll buy profit, like name brand products that sell for a lot more on Amazon, ship those into the warehouse, and then repeat. What is ungating and auto ungating? Just look up the ungating videos on my channel there, Jazz. I've been doing a lot of talking about ungating and stuff today, which is fine, but there's been a lot of ungating questions today. So you guys can just look up on YouTube, just look up fields of profit ungating, and you'll see how to get ungated and a ton of things for free, and you'll know how to ungate everything else. It's just easier for you guys to go like check that out rather than like explain it without like screen share and that kind of thing, which is already on the YouTube channel. Let's see. You're trying to list something hazmat. When you're doing this, asking for safety data sheet. You can Google those a lot of times. Just look up safety data sheet and then whatever product you're trying to sell, and you'll find it on Google pretty often. But yeah, selling hazmat items can be a good way to like sell stuff that some other people are scared of. Just because there is like there's a review process, or at least like an approvals process to be able to send hazmat stuff into the warehouse. Which get yourself on the wait list. There's like no reason not to be on the wait list. And then once you're in, you're in. Yeah, for sure. Do you have videos for the Walmart platform? Yeah, just look up Fields of Profit, Walmart selling. We made a couple videos like sourcing for Walmart selling. We also sell stuff on Walmart. It's just not nearly as big as our Amazon business. Just Walmart is like Walmart's a good opportunity for me just to like cross list stuff that we're already selling on Amazon. Just like double up the potential profit. You might as well, when you're selling stuff on Amazon, sell the exact same things on Walmart too. And then you can also sell stuff that you're like stuck with from Amazon, and just sell that back on Walmart as well. If an online receipt from a major retailer is rejected, what do you adjust when you resubmit? I assume you're talking like ungating or something. So just add like a picture of the product, or add like tracking information, add like anything that relates to that order, basically. Amazon just wants to see that you buy legitimate inventory, whether it is a account health appeal, or let's say like a brand complained, or some customer like He's like, hey, I think this is used. Like sometimes you're just gonna have to submit like as much paperwork as possible related to that item, basically. Sweet. Yeah. So let me know what other questions you guys got here. Said there's a Walmart specific product that has a decent margin on Amazon. Is Walmart invoice? Yeah, you can use that, Jesse. Yeah, those can be good, honestly. Sometimes, like if you know that there's an item that has to come from a specific website, then yeah, if you know it has to come from a specific website, then you know where they're sourcing inventory from. So like for example, you said that it has to be from Walmart in your example, Jesse, or like sometimes you look at like like Kirkland Signature, right? If you look at what those people are selling on their storefronts, you know where they're buying at least some of their inventory from. So it also makes it like easier to get some product ideas off of them as well. How long would it take someone to start making $5,000 a month in net profit starting today? It completely depends on your startup capital and how fast you learn, how hard you're willing to work, that kind of thing. The fastest I've seen somebody go from 0 to, you said 5K in profit, would probably be like 30, 40, probably 45 days or so. I can think of somebody who sold $90,000 in his first 60 days. I made a YouTube video with him. Those are like obviously exceptional results. I would say a typical person who's like working hard at it is going to do $10,000 in sales in their first 45 days. Someone who's like kind of just doing it casually is going to make maybe, they're probably gonna do $1,000 in sales in their first month, that kind of thing. So yeah, I mean, if your goal is to make a lot of profit right away, just expect to work really hard for it. Don't expect to be like passive income and all that kind of stuff, right? Like a lot of the bogus you'll hear out there. Are there gated products on Walmart? Yeah, so Walmart also has a gating system. You basically just like message Walmart support. It's a little bit different. What is your commission percentage per year? I assume you're talking about like selling Amazon. So we pay Amazon. I don't know the exact percentage off the top of my head. Usually I just round it for my own like mental math to about 30% of revenue is going to go to Amazon. That's to find our customers and ship all the things to customers for us, do returns, customer service, all that good stuff. Which yeah, 30% is significant, but let me know if any of you guys have another website with millions of customers that I can pay you less than 30%. I will gladly sell stuff on your website. How do you know what to sell? Did you just start small? Yeah, more or less. I started selling like the first stuff I sold was just like the used books I already had at home because it's there. I mean, they were already collecting dust. I sent it into the warehouse and learned like what does it look like to make a sale. Sold books for quite a while and then realized like, oh wait, why don't I just buy 100 of something from a website rather than one book at a time, from like a yard sale or a thrift store and that kind of thing, and then grew from there. Let's see. How do you pick what to start with? So sell auto ungated products from the start. Yeah, so go through the auto ungated products. I don't have anything to do with the coaching, Samuel, so I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't do any one-on-one coaching or anything like that. I just want to help as many people as possible with the YouTube videos and all that good stuff. So that would be a question for whoever you're getting coaching with. It can be a smart idea if you got like a bunch of money to get started with. Definitely not like essential, but if you have a ton of money to get started with, like, you might as well have somebody show you how to do it. And I don't even sell coaching, so that is up to you, my friend. Yeah, appreciate you, Samuel. Let's see how much profit. So we shoot for like 10% net margin, 20% gross margin. Just because I have a team that sources all my inventory for me, buys all my inventory for me, ships all my inventory for me, manages the store, that kind of thing. I just want to make sure it's like as little time commitment as possible for me. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, I know they have more successful students than anyone else by far. So if you are getting coaching, just do it with him, Samuel. Yeah, it's like not even close. Like it's actually comical. Like if you are getting OA coaching, just do it with them. Is Alibaba a good way to source products too? So I don't buy anything from Alibaba because if you do, you're gonna have to brand it and market it and create like your own products around it. Alibaba is like a white label store rather than like out of the box brands that people are already searching for. Right? You can definitely buy stuff from Alibaba, but don't start that way because it's much easier to, list a Batman toy on Amazon because people are already searching Batman toy on Amazon and search results are showing stuff like this rather than your random brand that no one's heard of, obviously, because you're gonna have to like start it from scratch and that kind of thing. What's the best app to create product ads? Again, you don't need to run ads of any kind. Just sell stuff that already sells. Let's see. Maybe starting next week. Cool. Yeah. Why next week though? I want to see you go buy go buy a unit of something like today, tomorrow. You can spend $50 on something and see how it goes. If you're on vacation or something like that, I got you, but don't put anything off if you don't need to. What are good sites to buy wholesale? So wholesalers are going to be like pretty closely protected. Just because it's also going to depend on who you're calling, right? Wholesale is a relationship based business. So a big wholesaler could tell you exactly who they're buying inventory from, and you could call them and you would find nothing profitable because you don't have the relationship and the history and all that built up with that supplier. Whereas if you start building a relationship with a supplier, you're going to be able to create opportunity there. So it's not really beneficial to like say specific wholesale supplier names. Just because you're going to want to start calling local wholesalers and work your way out. If doing wholesale is something you're interested in. There's not really any reason to do Amazon wholesale unless you're already running like a $50,000 to $100,000 arbitrage store. By the way, it's a lot easier to scale that. There are a lot of listings on Amazon. Why would people buy from me? Yeah, because that's just how the buy box works. So you can list like let's say you list this product on Amazon, right? And just for hypothetically, there's 10 people on the listing and 3 of them are priced at $20, and that's the lowest price on the listing. If I list this on Amazon for $20, I'm going to make 25% of the sales. That's oversimplifying a hair, but in general, that's what's going to happen, right? So that's just like the way that that sales get rotated on Amazon. Just make sure you're listing stuff that people are already searching for and already selling, and just set your price at something reasonable. What should your first product be? You have a seller account, not sure which products to get. So an auto ungated item is going to be the best place to start. Just because those are going to be products that you don't need any like approvals process. You don't need to worry about like submitting invoices, that kind of thing. So go on Boxem and get ungated and a ton of things for free. And then plug those brand names into a SellerAmp advanced search. If that sounds like rocket science, then just go watch a couple of the recent videos on my YouTube channel. Or take the free course that's up here or down below, depending on what platform you're on. Yeah, the free Launchpad course will detail everything for you. There's like spreadsheet where I buy stuff from, like everything you need to know. Sweet. So I'm actually I'm just gonna wrap up stream here for the day, actually. So if you guys have more questions about selling on Amazon, go grab the free Launchpad course that I just mentioned. So on TikTok, go up here into my bio and go click on the Launchpad free course. It's a Discord community, Excel sheets, exact sourcing methods, all that kind of stuff. Same thing goes for you guys on YouTube and Facebook. Click down below and check that out. And I will see you guys again very soon. And I hope you guys go buy some stuff to sell on Amazon today. I want to hear about it next time I'm live. I want to hear about the progress and stuff. Appreciate you, Jimmy. Appreciate you, Jazz. Thanks, Samuel.